All right, guys, let's just get it going. Popping in a little early. Dr. Disrespect is apparently back. At the time of this, he's been streaming for like not even an hour, 43 minutes. I'm not watching his whole thing, but I think I'm about up to the part where he seems to be talking about his return to YouTube. He started with doing today's Wordle. Incredible stuff. I think what I want to do before we look at him, his return, is I want to reread his comment on the Twitch ban. Okay. You can watch this video. It's called Dr. Disrespected Mrs. Gill, but we're just going to kind of reread it because he deleted it. And I think it's illuminating. I mean, like, realistically speaking, do I think he should come back? No, but he's going to be able to come back. I mean, I said that from the start. All he has to do is not really care, blah, 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 blah. It's kind of the unfortunate reality. But, like, let's reread this really quick. And let's also admire how much more handsome I look now. I look a little more cut. I look a little more muscular. Than I did in that picture, and so like we'll just kind of admire this. You can see the traps are pretty solid, and I think that I just wanted to show that off, and I am enough. So let's quickly read through this. I won't give too much commentary. The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the freaking BS. Now, of course, he curses, but this is a family channel. For people over 18, of course. As you know, there's no filter with me. Wow, cool guy. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about. And I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everybody in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Game Studios. They cut ties with him. They were making a game together. They cut ties with him because of his stuff. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society, and with Midnight Society and we made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people that have high career ambitions and families that I'd never want to jeopardize. Here, let's do this. Now it looks like I'm not even reading my video. And have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside of my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Remember, this came out like a month or so ago. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Well, that's not good. We don't know the age of the minor. Could be 17, could be 13, I don't know. The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. We'd need to read the messages to make that decision for ourselves. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Here's the problem. In my opinion, and I don't think that this is unreasonable, if I was messaging a 16-year-old girl and I was talking to them about farts, poops, shit, piss, and diarrhea, I would never label it as inappropriate. If I was sexting a child, let's do a teenager. Let's be proportionate. We actually don't know. If I was sexting a minor or saying inappropriate jokes to test if that minor was interested in sleeping with me, and I was going to put out a very well-defined legal statement to talk about it, because this is what this is. He's went through it. I almost guarantee he's a billionaire. He's went through his lawyers. If I was going to put out this statement, I would have called any sexual coming-ons to leaning in the direction of inappropriate. That's how I would have. It's plausible deniability language, right? So I don't think it was just silly little joke here and there, or else I think he would have said silly little joke here and there. I think he was flirting with a minor, right? Not good. And it wasn't just one time where he was, I was drunk and I flirted with them and I didn't know their age. It seemed to be consistent from what I remember, but let's continue going. Nothing illegal happened. No pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. That's good, but also, was there potentially intentions to try to do that? Like, what was he saying? Was he giving out tester jokes to try to see if the girl was interested in doing something with him? Because my understanding is he wanted to meet up with her at Twitch, a TwitchCon. Right? So, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be something. Let me be clear. It was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have been brought against me. Incredible stuff. Sorry, we have to skip forward because he deleted it. Now, with all that said, don't get it freaking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown out around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I am no fucking predator or pedophile. Those two things might be the case. I don't know how old they are, so we don't know about the pedo one. The person would have to be prepubescent. It's doubtful, but it's possible. Predator, that's a lot of intentionality. To him, if it was a 17-year-old, he might would have been like, well, maybe that's legal in my state. He was 38, which is still disgusting. You're fucking predator. I don't know. It depends on what the conversation was. If it was just flirtation, that's just inappropriate. And again, you shouldn't be come back with your content. But predatory would imply like a lot of insidious language where they try to potentially disconnect them from their family and do the, get them to be dependent onto them, and there's a lot of different things there. So I don't know if he's a predator or a pedophile, but it's definitely extraordinarily inappropriate. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows where I stand on those things with those types of people. Well, clearly you don't stand on both feet. So, fuck that. There's a different level of disgust that I freaking hate even hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the frick out of here with all that stuff. I should probably just start cursing again. My wife told me I curse too much, and it's upsetting my bobshi. I didn't realize that, so I'm trying to keep it down a little bit. But I think I've said what I need to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. To my team, community, industry friend that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. Blah, 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 blah. You're the best community. Blah, blah, blah. We don't really care about this. But trust me, there's a bunch of haters. Blah, 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 blah. Zero real life experience. That's a tough one on there. So, I mean, that's pretty much all we really need to do. I really just wanted to revisit what he said. Effectively, to me, this is enough to be like, okay, he was flirting with a minor. That could have been 17, 16, 15. I don't know. Not very good. It's not good. But he's back, so I kind of want to see where he's going. You can see the chat's going a little crazy. That's currently catching up. Let's just get that off the screen. Well, let's just see. This is the truth. Let's start from here.
On YouTube.
Okay. So let's just start a little far back.
So glad you're back. Hey, I appreciate it, Shane. It's good to be back to a certain degree. Right? We got to figure out this monetization thing. So September 25th is basically when we can reapply for a partnership on YouTube. You know? People ask, do I, now that you're not getting monetized, you're not going to be streaming ever again, or you're on YouTube, are you? There's an opportunity to reapply.
It's funny because if he doesn't stream on YouTube, he will completely go down like that right wing pathway. Like, let's be real, and it's the unfortunate reality. I love God. I think that God had a hand to play in me meeting my wife, and I love my wife. I'm gonna mute this. Don't worry. But also, you see a lot of religious people, especially, talking about using their religious texts to justify sleeping with young people. You've got Sneeko running defense for once a girl starts her puberty, she can marry an adult. He said 20 and 12 is appropriate. That's on Rumble. That's on your Rumbles and your I don't know, and your Kicks, but more of your Rumbles. And so if he goes to Rumble, I think that the only real audience left on that platform would probably try to devour him and pull him even farther, like right. Maybe Kick would be fine, but Kick has its own problems. It's already an issue. Frankly, I think YouTube's the only decent streaming platform at this point. Realistically speaking, I mean, YouTube is the best streaming platform. If you're not streaming on YouTube, you're probably making a mistake. It's better monetization, less intrusive ads. Your videos stay up permanently. You're not getting organic growth through, the For You page on Twitch anyway. You're getting organic growth through TikToks because you're getting your growth through TikTok. So, makes more sense to go that direction. But anyway, yeah, let's continue.
Right. September 25th is the date.
Okay.
So in the meantime, we'll do what we need to do. I enjoy my time here on YouTube. We've built a nice, strong community for years. This is where we started. 16 years ago?
Oh my God, he said it. Damn, imagine the girl he was hitting on literally was born when he started YouTube. That's a legitimate possibility. Holy fuck.
2008, I think. Wow. I like my time here.
Yeah, I bet you like
and
that.
I like the community.
This time is perfect. But I want to make sure I don't stream for too much longer. Maybe a year left. We don't want to hit that 18 mark.
We've got the best, realest gaming community, right? The Champions Club. And we've built it on this platform, and if there's an opportunity to reapply for a partnership, and there's a date that's been presented to us, then I'm going to take it. In the meantime, like we always done, we've always stayed in our lane. We'll stay in our lane and continue to just put on a show. You know?
Cool.
For almost 4 years, champs, the public demanded to hear from the doc regarding the Twitch suspension. I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement.
I mean, we didn't miss the point. It was a downplay plausible deniability language. I would want to see the whispers to know. I don't know if I would say that he's like a predator trying to prey on kids. You know, I would imagine the person was probably 17. We don't know, you know. And his head's probably just like, oh, they look grown. This is disgusting, by the way, but I'm still I gotta say what I think. He's probably like, oh, they're grown enough. They're 17. Like whatever. They look adult. Blah blah blah. It's inappropriate, and they're available. They're hitting on me because they probably were. You know, like young people are stupid and they think that they're grown, so they hit on adults. It's the adult's responsibility not to hit on the back. And so he was probably just like, oh, they're available. Do I think that Dr. Disrespect goes out of his way to try to find minors? Probably not. He might. I mean, we need to see the messages, but that's probably what it is. It's still disgusting and inappropriate, and you could harm a young person. I mean, you were 38 at the time, and you're admitting that you were flirting with a minor. And but I think he's a predator, though. Probably not. But I could be wrong. I need to see the messages. But still, I mean, it's just fucking disgusting. Like you shouldn't be. This isn't somebody you should be interacting with anymore. You know, he literally said they were of age of consent. I think that you have a mental disorder. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be so mean to you. You're obviously stupid. My man, we literally just reread what he said, and he admitted that it was a minor. So I need you to not. I need you to just be. You gotta catch up the speed. It's been a month, and I know we gotta revisit some of these things. But at the beginning of the stream, I revisited it because he admitted he was flirting with a minor, effectively. So let's be real.
Maybe it's time to tell my side of the story.
All right. Well, you already did, but let's see it, champ.
You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case.
Okay.
I respected those rules.
Well, I mean, I imagine there's a reason why.
My lawsuit against Twitch
in the video. I don't care what's in the video. We already saw what he admitted. Him changing it makes you a fucking doofus for believing it. Why am I interacting with you?
Which was eventually resolved, as you all know.
Yeah,
but even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement.
Okay.
However, if one side violated that confidentiality, then the other side could respond.
Wow.
And again, champs, again, I respected all the confidential obligations.
Yeah, of course you would, though. Why wouldn't you respect it? You're the one who looks fucking terrific here.
But apparently Twitch's own disgruntled employees didn't feel the need to abide by those same obligations.
Yeah, I mean, what you did was inappropriate, so I could see why they would be like, oh, that's gross. Like, fuck, this guy shouldn't have a platform. I could see why they would feel that way.
Cody Connors, ex-Twitch employee, wasn't even involved, leaks Twitch's reported reason.
Wow.
Years later. Cody, why do this?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he was. If I remember correctly, he might have been plugging his band or something. That could be a possibility. Maybe it was racking him up, and he's feeling like, oh, this is fucked up. This guy talked to we don't even know the age, a minor, but we know that because he said that. He talked to a minor. This is pissing me off. I don't like this. I want to say something. I don't really know, but here's the reality. You did it. You admitted to doing it. You silly little goose. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at, bud. I don't know how he can make himself the victim in this.
What was the point? This was settled professionally. And you knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided you fucking rat.
And when we know we love those Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? We like them a little dark-skinned. Okay, it sounds a little weird when I said it like that, but you know what? Anything for the joke. Thank you for the 5 memberships, XOXOBZ. I really appreciate that. You don't have to give any more money. I do appreciate it, always. But you don't have to feel pressured to give me money. You donate so many subs. I really appreciate that.
To leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020. I mean, for what? Cody? Why?
I don't know. I guess we will never
Did you not know the repercussions from spewing lies about the two-time? Did you not know the repercussions of accusing me, Cody Connors?
What's the lie?
You see, you don't know shit, and it was obvious from your tweet. You didn't have any first-hand knowledge of my dispute with Twitch.
Okay.
You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages.
Oh, thank you so much for the small gut from DJ Trey. I appreciate that.
Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is?
Romeo and Juliet laws also exist in the United States. Just because age of consent under 18, that doesn't mean... My man, I love you. I know that you're new here. Romeo and Juliet laws probably don't cover 17 and 38. I'm just going to let you know that. I don't know if you know what a Romeo and Juliet law is. It's not it's not there. Thank you for the $2 from Will Do. Do you think Doc is more of a WWE or AEW fan? I think he's more of a WCW Vince Russo fan. I think that's Dr. Disrespect. Thank you for the $2 from Willow. Amnesty A-Pop, a first time catch and stream. Good stuff. Okay, thank you, Will.
I do. And yeah, I used Twitch as whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone.
Okay.
You also said the word minor, Cody.
You said the word minor, Doctor. What are your qualifications?
I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc.
Yeah, you didn't put it in at first, and people called you out, so you decided to put it in there.
Just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it.
Oh my God, he's going full jonkler.
And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs.
Did they ever, guys? And the journalists, they were like, oh, you talked to a minor? That's not good. They fell right into my trap, guys.
When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the...
No, because you admit... What? No, you admit that it was a minor. What?
time of the messages?
What?
You didn't. Neither did...
We don't have to consider that. You admitted it. Wait, what is he talking about? His statement literally says he was talking to a minor. What is this? Is he going full jonkler mode? Are we just completely rewriting history here? What the fuck? Are you kidding?
Any of these journalists, and neither did Twitch at the time of the ban.
This is
You also tried
insane.
to tell the world that I was trying to meet up with this user at TwitchCon, but you're wrong. Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at TwitchCon or anywhere else, and in fact, we never met in person ever.
Why didn't you say that in your first statement, though? Like, why wait till now, and then why pretend that they weren't a minor after admitting that they were a minor? I'm not understanding.
Your bullshit accusations gave false courage to other former Twitch employees to make shit up as well.
I mean, considering he's lying right now about what he said a month ago, he has no credibility. I think that's insane.
I suspect all of you sort of planned.
He baited all the fat neckbeards. Yeah, I'm sure his plan was to bait people by having everybody think that he was talking to a minor for over a month. That's definitely the next level play. That's my play. I love it when people think I'm a fucking creep, dude. That's crazy.
And coordinated this attack. These big time publications, these journalists, these various outlets,
Bro, you admitted it.
are sort of just gossip channels now, don't you think, champs?
Sometimes, sure, but you admitted it.
They act like they're just gossip channels now.
Oh yeah, I love gossip, baby. I love the tea. Call me Wendy Williams because I don't have a father. Sorry. Anyway, yeah.
Without any real journalism and real research happening.
I mean, you said that you talked to a minor. Hey, thank you so much for the $20 from XOXOBZ. I really appreciate that, but you really don't have to donate. I don't want to take all this money from you. Hi, Papa God. Today's my cat named Monster's birthday. He is 7. He loves you as much as I do. Mwah, have a great day. Also, get used to it because I'm going to keep happening. LOL. I don't feel pressure, just happiness. All right, well, I appreciate that. I do. Your cat, though, maybe your cat is 7. Maybe we can meet up at TwitchCon and I can hang out with your cat. Also, do they have a Whispers account? Thank you for another 5 gifted subs, BZ. I really appreciate it. Jesus Christ. You really don't have to give that much out.
They reported on all this based on leaks from 2 former Twitch employees.
No, you said it, bro.
One of whom was supposedly on the trust and safety team.
Oh, shit.
If these anonymous sources worked on...
Well, I mean, if they're on the trust and safety team, maybe maybe they have a little credibility to what they're saying, no?
the trust and safety team at the time of my Twitch suspension in 2020, then you would hope they would tell the truth.
Oh.
But apparently that's just too much to ask.
Sorry, let me just read.
Twitch employees, one of whom was supposedly on the trust and safety team. If these anonymous sources worked on the trust and safety team at the time of my Twitch suspension in 2020, then you would hope they would tell the truth.
So here's the problem. He's lying in this video right here, and now he's telling us that the person was on the trust and safety team. They have more credibility than you just because they are not you at this point. You lie. You're lying to us. You're trying to make it seem like you weren't talking to a minor. It's very bizarre behavior. So if anything, you know, and again, it's not firsthand. We don't know the specifics, but it's not unreasonable for somebody to be like, that person is probably telling the truth. That person's probably telling the truth. Oh, yeah, and happy birthday to your cat.
But apparently that's just too much to ask. If these former trust and safety team members, and by the way, I know exactly who they are,
wow, cool.
actually had firsthand knowledge, then what they conveniently left out is, one, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not sexting. And two,
they probably weren't. I would not doubt that they weren't sexting. But we're not having a legal conversation. We're having a moral conversation. And so, like, you're saying that they leaned in the direction of inappropriateness, which to me communicates that you were testing to see if they would be willing to hang out with you. That's just it, right? They might have leaned in the direction of sexting. You might have been able to say, hey, it's a joke. Show us the whispers. I mean, he probably doesn't have them, but maybe he does. It'd actually be kind of weird if he still had them. That would be kind of bizarre, because I would have been like, why did you still have it? You know what I mean? Like, what was it, a memento to you? I doubt we'll ever see them. But, like, it doesn't have to be sexting for it to be something that you were trying to prep for a sexting conversation, which is more likely, frankly. So, thank you for the $5 again from BZ, XOXOBZ. I wouldn't donate if I didn't have the money. I'm just making people happy and brings joy, and I have a stroller for him so he can meet you. Okay, it's fucking disgusting. The joke's going on too long. The joke's going on too long. Thank you for the $5 from Violet K. Sub up, Mr. Gut. What will it take for us to get you to watch more spooky, creepy content in October? We'll see. Maybe I'll do some with my wife. And thank you again for another $10 from XOXOBZ. I really appreciate it. Jesus Christ.
Two, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally
And there's also a dog, a dancing dog, I think it is.
acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM.
Okay.
I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or images.
Here's my question. Here's what I think we need to do. We need to make the Twitch Whispers available to only one party, and that party is Dads Against Predators. And if the Dads Against Predators read the messages between you and this minor, admitted by you, minor, and they beat the shit out of you in a target, then you're guilty. Who's in favor of that? Let's, you know what I mean? Let's do it. I think that's the best way to do this. That's incredible. Thank you for the $5 from Darky Sharky Papa. Who from The Walking Dead makes you the horniest? I'm gonna say, I don't know, man. I'll think about that. There's no fat women, which makes sense because it's a fucking zombie apocalypse. But I like fat bitches. Oh, but she's a lesbian, and then Negan kills her. I think. I don't know, dude.
Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging sexually explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user.
No, I mean, you kind of painted the picture that you were sending flirtatious messages with a minor.
That never happened.
And never
I
happened.
even used the word inappropriate.
Yes.
Purposely.
Yeah, because it was inappropriate.
And look at how it was defined by everyone, champs.
Yes, because people who are not stupid understand the way that plausible deniability language works. It's lawyer talk. I'm a Jew. I know. Right? If you're saying that you were having an inappropriate conversation with somebody, chances are you're talking about it from a flirtatious sexual perspective. Because if it was you talking about poo-poo and fart, you would have said, I was sexting a minor about poops and farts. And that's inappropriate, but it wasn't sexual. But instead, what you decided to do was to tell everybody that you had a conversation that was leaned in the direction of inappropriateness. Absolutely, 100% reasonable speculation. 99 out of 100 times that you define it like that, you were having a flirtatious conversation with a young person. That's just the reality. That's how that is just the most commonsensical thing. So,
Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place. I mean,
now that you remember, if you want to access Discord, just have to link it to your Discord. Dox was trolling. Okay.
How would each of you look If all of your private DMs, your text messages, your chats were looked at, dissected, and taken out of context by someone who's deliberately trying to find something inappropriate in those words.
I would laugh because it's your fucking trauma looking at the nasty shit that I used to send people, but I've never talked to a minor. Well, I mean, I was a minor, I did. But yeah, so I'm not really going to have that problem, bud.
And this is not a situation where a victim publicly accuses someone of wrongdoing. That never
Victim? Is that you self-reporting there, buddy? Who says they're a victim? I thought you said that you didn't do anything wrong.
happened here. We're talking about allegations that Twitch made against me as a half-baked reason for justifying their actions of suspending and shutting down my channel.
Why would they want to do that? Why? So now we're on victim narrative. Now this guy is like a victim. Why would Twitch want to sacrifice millions of dollars to just get rid of you for fun? It doesn't make any sense what you're saying.
Allegations that Twitch made without even a legal analysis of whether the whisper messages were legal.
Yeah. It's an interesting play to be like, yeah, Twitch doesn't want money. That's your new claim? Twitch doesn't want money? They got rid of you for the fun of it? That's stupid. Only a fucking idiot would believe this.
You see, I engage with my community. I engage with other streamers.
Okay.
And through Twitch Whispers, I communicate with Twitch users. Conversations that consisted of a variety of playing games and gaming politics, content creation, random stuff. This was the extent of my whispers with this Twitch user.
Then why wouldn't you say that in the first place? It's unbelievable. You would legitimately have to be a fucking moron to believe this. You'd have to be a very stupid person to believe this. This is, I waited a month and I want to come back. How should I do it? That's all this is. Like, this is not honest. This is, why wouldn't he just say, oh, I chatted with a lot of different people. And like, I didn't know the age. It was just like inappropriate jokes, but they didn't mean anything. He didn't say that. He just said it leaned in the direction of inappropriate. That communicates to anybody with half a fucking brain that he was trying to flirt with a kid. He was trying to flirt with a minor. Thank you for the gifted membership, Violet K. I appreciate that.
On June 21st, 2020, my ex-Twitch partner manager learns that I exchanged whispers with the Twitch user. And I say ex-partner manager because for years, this guy didn't do anything for me, my community, or my channel. For years.
Wow.
I'm talking no front page love. You're talking about the face of the platform, right?
Okay. So you're talking about the face of the platform. You're trying to get us to expect that they just wanted to get rid of you as a conspiracy, because that's what he's insinuating. Even though you were the face of the platform, you were making them tremendous amounts of money, and they were just like, we got to get rid of this guy. Okay.
Literally. The face of the platform. And I know Champion's Club remembers this. We got zero front page love on the website.
Okay.
Was never on my channel.
This guy's the victim, man. Holy moly.
Me on Twitter. He wouldn't even inform us about Twitch rival tournaments. We're talking about the two-time Twitch rival tournament. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you want to play in it? We got zero support from this guy.
Fuck.
And it was just so obvious that he carried a grudge against the two-time. So after we signed with Twitch in 2019, we asked for a new partner manager. And just a few months later, that ex-Twitch partner manager is directly involved with getting me banned. Coincidence?
So it's a conspiracy. So basically what we're hearing here now, the claim is that he had a really bad partner manager, so he asked for a new one. So the partner manager set up a conspiracy to get rid of him. Okay. Yeah, I believe it. Cool. Cool beans, brother.
The Twitch user tells the ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. I'll repeat that sentence one more time just in case anybody missed that one. The Twitch user tells his ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. But this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never physically met anywhere and that.
Okay, so the minor you admitted to having flirtatious conversations with. Sorry, inappropriate conversations, guys. Okay, I forgot. I have to pretend I have an IQ of fucking 15. The minor Twitch user, you admitted that they were a minor, that you were having inappropriate conversations with, that were most likely flirtatious and possibly preparation for sexual or even sexual, said that they didn't want to report you, but you still got reported, and that is the fault of your former Twitch manager. Gotcha.
No photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2020, Twitch's special operations team receives and reviews the user's report. They find no issues and determine that it did not warrant any further escalation to Twitch's law enforcement response team.
Of course they wouldn't want to do that. You're the biggest person on the Twitch. They're going to try to suppress it as much as possible, and they did.
That would have been the end. That should have been the end.
Should have been the end.
But that partner manager.
Yep, he farted on my balls.
Oh boy, did he had it out. He had it out for the two-time. He finds out that no further action will be taken. So
this is honestly fucking unhinged. This is actually extraordinarily unhinged.
What does he do? He personally escalates the report to a friend on the Twitch's LER team. The LER team, remember, that's the Twitch's...
This is like actually like unhinged as fuck. Like I hope people understand. This is psychotic. He's just completely rewriting the history of what he even said himself. And he is now the victim. This is like psychotic. This is fucking insane.
Law enforcement response team. He escalates the report to a friend on Twitch's LER team.
Okay, cool. I don't care.
So a day later, on June 25th, the LER analyst pulls the entirety of the whisper messages and begins discussing them with his director of the LER team. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time and does not have access to their computer or work files. Let me just...
You're telling me that the director of whatever doesn't have a computer they can work with at home? Okay.
Mind you, I went through a multi-year, big-time arbitration. Okay. And,
okay.
you discover a lot of stuff.
Cool.
Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time. The LER analyst cherry picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the whisper messages to this director.
And you're expecting us to believe they didn't read the entirety of the whisper messages and after the fact?
Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate, even when they aren't.
So show them to us.
Within less than 1 hour, this LER analyst and his director have made the decision to suspend me from Twitch.
Okay.
Twitch submits a report to NCMEC. You guys all read those little articles, huh? The NCMEC. Twitch submits that report.
Okay.
The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Guess what?
What?
As far as I know, and over 4 years have passed, they didn't do anything with the report.
It's so interesting because like there's no way that you can have... Here's the thing. There's a lot of active support for people like, Predators Against Dads for going out of their way to find people, to catch them talking inappropriately to young people. And the justification is that law enforcement doesn't do enough. They're not effective enough. They don't try hard enough, etc. I feel like it's probably a similar audience. And by the way, I could empathize with a lot of that. That makes perfect sense, I feel like the same people who support that structure are the same ones going, oh yeah, Doc is innocent. The police didn't find any problems. So there must have been no issue. So how do you have confidence in the police, 100% confidence when it comes to the Doc thing, but you don't have confidence in the police outside of that when it comes to people talking with minors? It just doesn't make any sense to me, right? Like, them going, hey, from a legal standpoint, there's not enough here for us to go after him because he's probably using plausible deniability language is not the same as him not actually trying to chat or have an inappropriate conversation with a minor. He admitted it was inappropriate. It's probably leaned in the direction of flirtation. Okay, that's what anybody with any level of a fucking brain would come to the conclusion of. I don't really care about the legality of it. Morally, you're a fucking creep. That's just kind of where we're at, man.
As far as I know, they didn't escalate Twitch's report to law enforcement.
Okay. Cool,
Mind you, the same people that made this decision admit internally that the messages did not constitute sexting. The same people that
didn't constitute sexting. It's just so much fucking plausible deniability language. It's crazy.
Made this decision at Twitch admit internally that the messages did not warrant any child sexual abuse material charge. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitted they did not perform any legal analysis of whether the messages exchanged were illegal in any way.
They don't need to do a legal analysis. You're a liability at this point. You're a liability. Like you said, you're the face of Twitch. They would never want to get rid of you unless they felt like they actually had to. This was them doing the best thing that they could to save face themselves. To me, it's pretty clear this guy tried to fucking flirt with a minor, and I wouldn't doubt that he would have tried to escalate it further. To be honest with you,
Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitting that they never investigated the age of consent in the jurisdiction where the user's messages were sent and received.
I just want to keep in mind. I just want to keep in mind that this is, we started here a couple months ago with him saying it was a minor he was talking to. Then in this video, he said it wasn't a minor, and it was just he was just trying to trick people, LOL. And now it's like, oh, well, maybe the age of consent was appropriate in their area. So he's admitting that he was flirting with a minor. Why would the age of consent matter if you weren't having a sexual conversation? Oh, wait, this is an admittance that he was having a sexual conversation with somebody under the age of 18. We don't know their age. Honestly, I think that they're probably 16, or else he would have said 17. Maybe even lower. Okay? If you want to go with my argument is here, guys, that she was 16 or 17 years old, and that's the age of consent in the state, be my guest. Go ahead. Legally, you're fine. Who gives a shit? Morally, though, you were 38, I believe, at the time. That's fucking disgusting. This is a self-report. If you follow this guy after this, God bless you. God bless you. Get his merchandise, get his shirts. I want you guys to support him as much as possible, because in the future, I want other young people to be able to look at you and go, that's a red flag. Let's stay away from him. Okay? Oh, that's a red flag. Got to stay away from that guy. He clearly is a fucking loser. He's disgusting. So, incredible stuff. Incredible stuff.
Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing me, the user, or any other third party, including the partner manager.
He's so pretend angry right now.
Fucking unbelievable!
Yeah, that's the Andrew Tate defense, when Andrew Tate effectively admitted that he was sleeping with a 15-year-old girl, by the way. That's He's like, oh yeah, she's my girlfriend. 21, we've been together for 6 years. Incredible.
Unbelievable!
Dude, this is so performative. What a loser. Oh my god. This is incredible.
I'm not going to get into every detail regarding my legal case, but these former Twitch employees that claim to have firsthand knowledge, they just don't have a clue.
They seem to have a clue, Doc. You're effectively admitting it at this point, that you talked to a girl. This is, to me, heavily suggests that he was having flirtatious conversations, that he wanted to lean sexual with minors. Like 16 or so, probably 16. If I had to take a guess, I would say he was probably talking to a 16-year-old girl, and he was trying to see if they were open to having a sexting conversation with him. So, 100%, I believe that. That's my I think reasonable assertion there. That's not unreasonable to think that.
They didn't report any facts. The judge in the case determined that the whispers were not illegal.
Cool.
So then why did Twitch use these messages against me?
Because clearly you're a fucking brand risk.
Why did Twitch treat the doc so differently from their other streamers?
They didn't. There's no way. You were the face of their fucking company. There's no way they wanted to get rid of you. Everything points in the direction that this guy wanted to fuck a minor. Sorry.
I mean, outside of the obvious. I mean, just take a look at me. Right? Unfiltered.
Yeah, testing the waters.
Fucker in this industry.
He's so real.
6'8".
Yes, I'm the realest motherfucker in the industry. I'm the only one that's going to admit that 16-year-olds are fucking hot. I'm the only one who's going to admit 16-year-olds are fucking hot. I'm the only guy. Okay? Did they even check the age of consent in that state? No. Why would they get rid of the biggest Twitch streamer that they had? The face of their company? When clearly it wasn't illegal? They didn't even check the age of consent of the 16-year-old girl that I wanted to fuck? Because she was hot? What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? This is unhinged. Who believes this? There's people believing it, because there are people in my chat having a fucking crybaby shit-fit meltdown. Fatherless children, I call them. It's fucking incredible. Holy fuck.
Gorgeous, athletic, successful, college degree, college athlete.
Yeah, so why are you talking to minors? I don't give a shit that he cheated on his wife. Why are you talking to fucking minors if you are so successful? Why are you talking to minors? Why not just cheat on your wife with somebody of fucking age? What's the appeal? What's the draw there? What are you doing?
Urban business, gaming studio, beautiful family. And trust me, we've worked hard.
I feel bad for his wife, having to put up with his fucking bullshit.
For over a decade to improve as a person, a husband, and father, and to get where we're at today. I mean, I'm in such a good place today.
Okay, great.
And all these people, they all act like they're just so perfect. I'm not perfect.
What if he was in a country where it was 14? I mean, that's a good question. That's actually a decent question. I didn't even. That's a good point. You know, I'm assuming. You know, I'm making the assumption that the person that he was talking to was in America. But what if the person was like a fucking Japanese 13-year-old girl or something, wherever the fucking age of consent is there? I don't know. I don't know, man. That's a good question. I don't know. I just don't know. Can't answer it. Maybe he was. Imagine cola. No, it's just a raspberry iced tea with Splenda.
I don't claim to be perfect.
Me neither,
Sometimes
man.
I also didn't do all the shit that they're saying I did. But then,
I mean, I'm just listening to what you're saying, brother. You probably, you're a fucking scumbag creep, man.
and that doesn't make a story, right? They wanted media attention.
Yeah, she was a 14-year-old Japanese girl. Of course we didn't sext. I couldn't even understand her fucking language. That's probably what it was, more than anything else.
The media wants controversy. And by sensationalizing all of this with big, inaccurate headlines like sexting and sexually explicit,
Okay.
you all got what you wanted
What did
at
I
the
want?
expense of the due time.
What is it that I wanted? What is that?
The reality is, they wanted to cut down the doc. Plain and simple.
Why? What world? We live in a new world where nobody cares about money anymore? Get the fuck out of here. Who believes this?
Take a look at some of these horrendous acts of Twitch streamers that were never banned.
Who
I've got
are
some
you?
examples right here.
Yeah, give me an example. Let's get on them too. Who was it?
Example number 1.
Yeah.
A streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming.
Be real with you, don't really care about racism is bad. Trying to talk to kids is a little worse. I think my black friends, my black community. By the way, I have a lot of black people who watch Papa Guy. I am very liked by the black community, especially the good ones, and they would agree with me that racism is bad. That I have the N-word pass, but I choose not to use it because I'm a benevolent being. Okay. And trying to fuck kids is worse. Is worse than that. You know? Trying to flirt with minors. Probably worse. Thank you for the $2 from Buck Oven. I don't think it matters. It's still objectively wrong. Yes, I agree. It is still objectively wrong.
Which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent. Twitch
Cool.
scheduled a
Who's he fucking talking about?
meeting with the streamer to ascertain his intent to determine whether his contact was a violation of Twitch's policies, ultimately determining it was not a breach of Twitch's policies.
Who is he speaking about? Can he be specific? I don't really know who he's talking about.
Why wasn't I called into a meeting? Why wasn't my intent taken into consideration, champs?
It was, right? Because they didn't find anything legally wrong. But okay.
Example number 2. Streamer was reported for discussing doing things
What does that
with
mean?
deceased animals and discussing pedophilia, all while live streaming.
Who is that? That's not good. They should ban that person. Who is he talking about? Why is he being so indirect about the person? Is the question. Why are you protecting them? Thank you for the 2-month small gut from Raptor Slayer 2222. Does coping on a live stream? Doc's coping on a live stream is perfect. Yes, it is. I love it.
Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract.
Who? Just say who it is. Why? Like, why aren't you just say who it is? Because now, wouldn't you be protecting them as well?
Example number 3.
Give me this is just so funny to me. He's pretending he cares about any of this, but he won't tell us the name of the person. If this is such a big deal to you, why wouldn't you tell us the fucking name of the person?
Streamer was reported for a sexually explicit stream involving children and telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves.
That's not good. Who is it? Tell us.
Never suspended, but instead, a
Who?
multi-million-dollar contract.
Who? Who?
It's so obvious.
I want to know who explicitly, who it is. Stop being a fucking coward.
that certain Twitch
Thank you so much for the $5 from Big Homelander. He's talking about Kai and AMP. I don't think Twitch cares about black kids using the N-word. That's what I'm saying. Who the fuck is he talking about?
executives, employees involved had personal biases against the doc
This guy's a fucking loser.
and used all of this as an opportunity.
Is he using Kai Cenat as an example of like somebody saying the N-word a lot? A fucking black kid? What the fuck does that? What are you talking about? That's weird as shit to even say that. What?
To terminate my contract. Go back and look at the timing of all this too.
What's the timing?
The doc's termination lines up with 2 preferable, profitable, and expensive streamers leaving Mixer.
What?
As soon as Twitch knew that Mixer had failed, and go look at the timing.
What does Mixer have to do with this? Why would they? Your whole argument hinges on that they wanted to get rid of you for a magical reason. Because they wanted to lose money?
These other expensive streamers needed a new streaming platform.
Okay.
So Twitch rushed through its decision to terminate the two-time.
Why the fuck would... I don't... It just doesn't make any... Who believes this? How many people that have had a fucking lobotomy before believes this guy? Let's talk about iShow Speed.
You see, I shouldn't even be banned.
Is this guy telling us that he wants to be compared to 17-year-olds on the internet? Wasn't Speed like fucking 17 when he did some of the dumbass shit he was doing? Doc was 38, no? Wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it was 38. You want us to hold a 38-year-old to the same moral standing as a 17-year-old? That makes sense, because it seems like you wanted to... You were flirting with a 17-year-old. I mean, could have been younger. You admit it was an age of consent in somewhere. I don't know if it's an American state or fucking some other state where the low age of consent.
From Twitch.
What the fuck? This guy's a loser.
It has affected us on so many levels.
Good?
Back in 2020 and now in 2024.
Okay, cool. That's great.
And Cody, Connors, I just have to say it again. Why would you do this?
Why don't you sue him if you're so right?
Like
this guy's like ultimate fucking victim.
I said, this was handled professionally years ago. No fucking wrongdoing.
Okay.
But because of you, Cody, we just lost. Ah, fuck, man.
Just to be clear, it's because of you. Whatever you lost was because of you, bud. You're the one talking to the kid. That's crazy work, dog. What are you thinking?
Unfortunately, we have to lay off people from Midnight Society.
That's your fault, dog.
Right. Because of you, Cody.
It's because of you, bud.
You know, through all this, we are where we are.
Yeah.
And like a fucking man, I'll accept it. What I don't accept is sitting quietly by and let these idiots attack me with false accusations. No.
You admitted it, but so.
For all these doc haters out there, too, oh, man.
Oh,
the ones
man.
that project and worry about everyone else's problems, right? I can't understand that mindset. I could care
I'm not sure what's the projection that everybody's doing.
less. We've always stayed in our lane. But somehow, some way, these people, they just get in our lane. For all you doc haters.
Okay. Thank you for $2 from Martyr Rules. How was it handled years ago? Doc didn't know. I don't know what the fuck that means. Thank you for the 21-month small gut from D's Nudes. So apparently I can't call Papa sexy on this. No, you can't, okay? It's illegal. All right.
I'm sure you'll just like dissect all of this and still find a way to publicly criticize me. Do what you need to do.
Yeah, because you're lying. You're admittedly lying.
I'll say this isn't for you. This was for my team today, my community, my friends, La Familia, that have supported me. And I'm not denying the exchange of whispers, champs. I'm not denying that to all of you out there. It looks bad. I have no way of knowing if the Twitch user thought our exchange of whispers was inappropriate. If it was, I apologize. All I know is that I never did what Twitch, Cody Connors, or the public is claiming that I did.
Okay. You very clearly, in my opinion, were flirting with a minor. Very clearly. You're using the what's the age of consent in the state argument as a complete justifier for it. Or not even the state, wherever you were. I don't even know.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything more about any of this, right? Unless I need to, because trust me, I have more I haven't disclosed. I just want to get back to what we do best. Put on a show. And climb our way to the tippity top of the mountain, man.
Yeah, you know, here's my thing. I'm not a big fan of cancel culture, but I would feel extraordinarily uncomfortable if YouTube remonetized this guy. I'd be very frustrated with that because it's like very clear to me that this guy was talking to a fucking minor. And like I would just feel uncomfortable sharing the space with this guy. It would just be yucky, you know? I don't know. It'd just make me uncomfortable. Thank you for the $2 from Martyr Rules. He always said he didn't know why he was banned. Yeah, because he was lying. He knew why he was lying. He's been lying from the start.
In our own lane.
I don't know, man. I have to change that. That sucks. Where's the cast bar? Is that it? Is that what we got from the unhinged fucking rattling of this guy? Where's the cast bar, you guys think? Status bar, status bar. It seems like that might be it, which is fine with me because I'm like, oh, fucking over this anyway. Alright, well.
You're exposable.
Yeah, now he's doing his little song and dance.
Donation.
And he's going to go back to streaming. Yeah, listen, I mean, he's probably going to be able to go back. He can probably be successful. Personally, like I said, this was to me like an admittance of guilt that he was having tester conversations with a minor. Very clear it was a minor, even though it's very clear it was a minor. I don't know how old they were, whatever the age of consent is in a particular spot. I don't know if it's an American state. I doubt they were 17. They were 16 at the oldest, in my opinion, based on what he's saying. But yeah, I guess I mean, there's pretty much going to be it. Unless this person comes forward, we get the whisper messages are pretty much where we're at. And yeah. So if you're a fan of Doc, man, like this, you're kind of a sad guy, but you're probably also a kid, and you'll get older and you'll realize that this guy was a creep when you realize the significant difference from at 38 and 16 or younger, probably. So